Shalom and good morning, good afternoon, everyone, and good evening. I'm very happy to be here with you to open a new week. And today I would like to focus about one verse from Genesis 17:1. Shalom, shalom, Fernando, friends. This request from Abraham to be innocent. Abraham is 99 years old, cannot hear. Who cannot hear? Yanis. Yanis cannot hear. Yes, now the question is who? Yes, you can hear. Yes, Yanis, try to open the hearing component in the phone or in the computer. I would like to focus on this verse. What is the meaning to be innocent? Yes, God says to Abraham, go or walk in front of me and be innocent. Yes? Hithalech lefanai. I shall write it in Hebrew. Hithalech lefanai. Go in front of me and be innocent. Veheye tamim. What is this request? Why this request is being requested only when Abraham is 99 years old? What is the meaning of innocence? Specifically in this age, a person who walked through 99 years on planet Earth has certain experience as a notion, yes, of what life is happening, yes, and in a way at this point or at this stage, Abraham is requested to forget what he knows or what he has experienced. Innocent is in regards to expecting too much from life. This is interesting. We should speak about this innocent. Yes, what does it mean? Because God says Veheye tamim and be innocent, when Veheye has the same letters as Havaya, like the name of the Lord. Yes, the tetragrammaton. We shall look into it. Veheye tamim. Now, the request is simple. Though a person has been crossing experience of 99 years on planet Earth, and he accumulated, let's say, database, or relationship with people, and movement, still all of this experience is considered as zero. This is the request from Abraham. What you have been experienced until now, it's quite a lot. But it is nothing, because no one can expect the next moment, even if one is 99 years old. We're all equally zero in front of the infinity. This is it. We are all equally zero in front of the infinity. That's correct. And this is the request, and the immediate request after this sentence is to circumcise himself. Lamol, mol, Mem lamed is to remove. Yes, also has the value of 70. 70 is the known. So remove all what you have known or experienced, because now a new world, a new universe supposed to come. And this new universe cannot come unless if we remove, if we delete, so to speak, the page. Yes. And this is coming to Abraham when he is 99 years old, because the next year, Yitzhak, his son, or the new life supposed to come through him, it is not his son, and I would like to relate to it later. Why Isaac, in a way, is not the son of of Abraham. Trying to move through a long, let's say, text and go into it very deeply. When Abraham heard this speech, take your son, thy son that you loved, Isaac, and bring it as an offering on the mount that I shall show you. The word is, bincha is your son. This is the first speech when Abraham hears the request to take. So I'm moving now forward in the text, in the biblical story, to go to our verse. But I make this jump that everything will be around as we know it. Or as, not know it, but as it is. No is not, yes. Time travel, yes, that's correct. So when Abraham, this is later in time, is request to go to Mount Moriah, the speech is take thy son or your son. But after Abraham builds the altar and he binds Isaac and he lifts his arm with the knife to take his life, so to speak, comes a verse in the following words. Al tishlach yadcha, Al tishlach yadcha, don't send your hand. 1 second. Al tishlach yadcha el hana'ar, to the boy, and do nothing to him. So please pay attention. Abraham hears in the beginning, before he takes Isaac, take your son. But at the moment on Mount Moriah, the boy, yes, the boy, this is not your son. This is it, exactly. This is why, and I go back to, in a way, Genesis 17:1, this is the meaning of innocence. Yes, he is not your son. He is the boy. This is why, again, the Lord has requested Abraham to be innocent. V'heye tamim. Tamim is innocent, has the value of 490, like 49, which is 777, when we reached the Jubilee. Whenever we read Jubilee or the 50 or the 49, there is a new creation. Innocence. Yes? And this is the request from Abraham to be innocent. Go in front of me. Abraham is going first. In front Abraham there's air. God is telling Abraham to go first, to meet the air, to meet nothingness. Not to go after God, because this is what we do. Yes. Yes, that God does not lead here. This is it. This is it. Because what we do as people with a brain, we always calculate and we are like spying all the time. What is the database saying? What is the bank account is saying? What he does, what she does. We're always playing detectives. Who closed the door? Who did not close the door? Who traveled? Who did not travel? Who entered the party? Who went out from the party? This is fair. This is not fair. This is too cold. This is too hot for the winter, too warm from the summer, and so and so and so. We're always calculating and judging. Yes. Yes. So here, this is our tendency. We are programmed like this. This is what the mechanical brain does all the time, 24/7. And here comes the speech and says, go in front of me. Don't try to spy after my footsteps. What does it mean to spy? To look in the past. Yes? I look in the past, yesterday, 5 years ago, 10 weeks ago, and say, why, what was wrong, and why was it wrong, and why am I having a better mindset to be a justice or to have a just view about life. And God says, don't look back. Yes. Go in front of me. Hithalech, yes. Hithalech lefanai, in front of me. And be innocent. Innocent like a white page that has no experience, no impression on it. Because sometimes, if God is everything, what is it in front of God? Nothing. Yes? Yes, nothing. This is what he is asking from Abraham, to be like a white page. Because what happens to us, and everybody can testify, a person has experience, good experience or great experience or bitter experience, it is in a way inscribed in his mind. So if he had a good experience in a restaurant, he would like to return. If he had a bad experience, he would run away from it. He would not like to return. And God says to Abraham, neither of these I request from you. Just go as a white page, like you know nothing, you experience nothing. This is the first time you shall meet fresh air, not even matter, not to mention not even experience. So this is the request. Only when a person meets fresh air, he can experience new life. Yes, we can, to go where no man has gone before. Exactly. Exactly. We can practice this in the evening if you would like to have this practice in the evening. It is possible if you have few minutes. You go to a space when there's no screen and when you have, let's say, privacy, and you can rest in the shade, or not hard darkness, but a bit, yes, without any visualize, let's say, aggravation. And you slowly close your eyes or open your eyes, and you just let things slide into your mind. You will have some people go to sleep before they watch. Let's say before they go to sleep, they see movies or all kinds of things, and then they fall asleep while the movie is playing. The trick is, if you want to go empty, is before you rest or before you go to sleep in the evening, try to isolate yourself from external visual surrounding, lights or sounds, and see with yourself in silence that you will be flooded with visions, with mirror, with pictures, with parts of conversations that you had in voice or in text, and let it wash through you. It will play itself out like a mechanical process, all this play that is going inside. And after a few minutes, when this play will exhaust itself, you will experience peace and nothing. And this peace and nothing, just nothing, this nothingness brings a lot of joy with it, but also nothing that brings a new page in you. You don't have grudge, you don't have memories, you don't have, let's say, inconvenience experience. You just have a plain white page. And from this point, you suddenly will want to drink something and to start a new day while it's evening. Yes. To go where no man, yes. Infinite potential. Yes. So when we do this cleanup, because we usually do cleanup with computers or so, or we clean the house or the room or our desk, we do this external cleaning. But we don't do this often with our mind. Yes? So if you have few minutes in the evening to do this cleanup, this is a great thing. Not everybody can do it. Even for a couple of minutes, this cleanup is a reset to the mind. And then after we rest and then the mind is clear and basically free from nothing, then you will see in yourself that you would like to go out from this room, make a drink like coffee, tea, each one what he drinks in the evening, and you have a spirit, vertical spirit, to start something new. And when everybody's around you already are falling asleep because it's 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight, this cleanup worth a lot. Yes, because cleanup is just to empty ourselves. Usually what we do, like black holes, we just gathering things inside. Matters, movie, text, And so visualize, we just take in. Yes, can pour something new into a full cup. This is it. This is it. Try to make this clean up in the evening if you can. If it works for you, well. If not, just an offering. So what happens after this cleanup? In a way, a new day in bracket starts. And then you shall feel that you, something, the will, this innocent will wants to initiate, wants to write, wants to play. Or not even wants, it just plays through you. It just writes through you. And this is a great happiness, because to watch movie, it doesn't bring this notion of going forward. It does not. Watching movie does not bring this vertical feeling. This is just little advice. Questions so far? Returning to Abraham and Isaac. And this is a great story about Abraham and Isaac, how a person who is like Abraham, the man of grace, he's supposed to correct all the mistakes of Adam Arishon, how he suddenly meets a vertical notion. And this is interesting. What is a vertical notion? Not to call the boy your son. He is just a boy. He is not your son. If he is your son, this is horizontal lens about life. But if he is only a boy, this is a vertical lens. And this is the meaning, this is another meaning of Isaac bonding, how to move from horizontal story to a vertical story. This is the story of the spirit. Again, this is not a story of families, as people tend to think. This is not horizontal, yes, telenovela about one family. This is the opposite. This is a vertical story, yes, or a snapshot about God is in his being. This is why all the names sum up if in two times being, love is one being, yes, and Elijah is two-time being, and Joseph and Ezekiel 6-time beings, and Jacob 7-time beings, and Isaac 8-time beings. So it's about being. This is the truth about the Bible. Life as is. It's not about personal people. In a sense, there is a shift from subjective to a more objective perspective. That's excellent. That's excellent. Yes, from your son, this is subjective, to the boy. This is objective. This is the boy. He's not your son. In Israel, this is interesting. Some people, I noticed this from certain community, will speak about the relative, my son, my daughter, haben sheli, habat sheli. Some people will say, in Hebrew, habat, haben, the daughter, the son. When people relate to the children as, so to speak, haben, habat, the son, the daughter, this is more objective relation, yes, to the children. Not sheli, not my son and not my daughter and not my parents and so on. Yes, my life versus life. One is heavier than the other. When everything is mine, this is a lot of heaviness to carry. Yes, 16-ton truck, when everything is mine, yes, and it weighs nothing, yes, when it's just life happening. It weighs nothing. And when things are weighing nothing, we can be happy. Sadness or bitterness comes from the notion that we are carrying something. And if we think that we are carrying something, this is not just a lie, it also brings sadness with it. Yes? Because the truth is one equation. Truth is always happiness. Interesting. It is also freedom for the new generation. Of course. This is the blessing of freedom for the new generation. Yes. Because how children speak in the kindergarten, when they're 3, they say, my father, my mother. Yes, because he's a 3-year-old kid. We don't expect this grand, let's say, awakening. Yes, but when people in later stages in life say, my father, my mother, with such a heaviness, forget from it. Yes, it means that they did not cross or did not shift in terms of access, yes? From personal to impersonal experience. Yes. Sadness comes, by the way, from thinking in personal perspective. Sadness comes from thinking in personal perspective. Happiness comes, and the truth, from relating to things as impersonal. Impersonal. Yes? In the same manner, there is no God which is punishing. Yes? Nobody has here a private God. God is no one's friend. Those are systems, yes, of laws, nature, and so there is no private God. There is no God in the heavens with a long beard that sit with calculating machine and said, oh, you drank 3 coffees today and you did not drink orange juice, therefore you'll get a punishment. And so this is just childish and stupid. Yes, there is no punishing God. There is no loving God. Yeah, there's only the source. All the rest is our invention, because we cannot, in a way, express ourselves in impersonal way. Yes. Yes. My God is bigger than yours. This is great. One day we had a guest and we went to the ocean and people were playing chess. Yes. And they were struggling with each other, not just on the chessboard, also with words. And it came into this notion that my sun is bigger than yours, or my sun is stronger than yours. Yes? It's funny when people get aggravated. This is what they say. Yes? Yes. And the source is love. Yes. There is no personal experience. There is no personal thoughts. We tend to think in our narrow mindset, yes, that this is my personal experience and so on. This is my personal family and so on. And there is nothing beyond. But this is not true. This is a perspective of a child. Yes, because this is how child the first time meets life. But there is no personal experience. There is no personal God. We're just 8 billion people here, and there's so many items, or let's say animals, trees, insects, birds, reptiles, who knows? Yes? So we have to take it as impersonal. When we look into life with impersonal perspective, we can experience much more the fullness of life, the whole perspective, with lighter mode and much more happiness. According to some people, there must be 8 billion gods. Yes. So I read in a one blog post. Yes? Because each one has his own God. And this cannot be. Yes? Yes. And mine is better. Yes. There isn't. This is in a way childish lens at life. Yes. But everything is one unity. and all of us are sharing the same air, drinking the same water. We came up or came to this life through a portal called, let's say, parents or adopting parents, but through a door, through a portal, but nothing is personal. How do we know? Because we are capable of exchanging ideas. Though we grew in different continents, yes, in different languages, the human experience is the same, regardless of language, of continent. Yes, universal experience. Yes. The more we have friends from, in a way, from other countries, from other cultures, this is only a testimony that we relate to life as universal and in, I would say, impersonal experience, because a person can approach to another person not from his private perspective, but as a being, yes, a being mode of God here on planet Earth. This community here is a good example. People from all over the world come together. Yes, yes. Israel is an interesting case study. Case study. So many people here from different places. So many people, and yet everybody is equally zero. People cannot come with a book of I have 7 generations, and just people being in one space, experience life. I meant our community here. Yes, on Discord. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, there is no judgment here. Yes, and people can relate to each other as humans without the barriers. Yes, yes. Again, what is innocent? Not to have any grudge, not to have any resentment, not to go with the former experience that you experienced, let's say, several years ago in front of you as a load, as a mark, because people experience certain moment, a certain, let's say, time, space notion to go with this as a vision. This is not an absolute experience. Nobody here has an absolute experience. This is the meaning of innocent. To go like a white page that not letter or a mark is written on it. Because we know nothing. By the way, if we have or when we have certain experiences that we mark as good or as less, let's say, less good, it's not because somebody had something wrong or someone here is to blame. Because all the moments that we are experiencing here in this life are coming to us together. In Hebrew, they call this equilibrium as matkala. Matkala. Equilibrium, matkala. Matkala. What does it mean? Matkala. Matkala. This is in Aramaic. Matkala is like a way, a scale, meaning nothing is private. All the actions, all what is happening, yes, are coming together to all humans in a balanced way. Meaning people cannot claim that they have good experience or bad experience, because no one has an experience which is outside of time and space and which is out of the frame of this equilibrium called matkala, because matkala is the scale or equilibrium that contains all human beings together. We have here 5 continents, different people, different languages, everybody lives in a different surrounding, but yet the equilibrium is of all of us together. There is no differentiation between people who live, let's say, in Romania and people who are living in, let's say, Brazil. Everything comes together. All the deeds of people are coming together. There is no separation. Yes, has the word kal, easy, very good. Has the very good. Emet, emet kal, very good, Zino. Emet kal, because matkala is very good. Emet kal. Yes, emet kal, the matkala, meaning emet kal, when truth is light. Truth is a light perspective. Let me find a letter here in Hebrew. Emet kal, matkala. Yes, yes, yes. We usually, what goes through our heart, through our mind, when we come up of a situation, immediately the mechanical mind try to negotiate. If you would do X, Y could happen. No, this could never have been. Why? Because we are not, in a way, one body that has or acts in this world. We have 8 billion people, and I repeat, the matkala is a sum up, a sigma, a balance, a scale that contains all humans with animals, with trees, with weather system, with the power of gravity, all of this together. Human mind cannot calculate and grasp it. Therefore, a person that negotiates with himself and says to himself, it could be better, it could be purple, it could be green, it could be white, he's just deceiving himself because such a thing cannot exist. Yes? We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. Yes, to obstruct each other is unnatural. Marcus Aurelius. Excellent. Yes, all humanity is one human being. We have the tendency to see ourselves as separated bodies. Let's say if a person is born in Barcelona, he thinks that he is a Spanish dude, lives in Spain, and there is no connection whatsoever with a person who was born, let's say, in Mali. Yes? But of course there is, because this is one system. This is one system. We are inhaling the same air. We have even the same dreams. We are dreaming the same dreams. We are listening to the same music. So, all of this conversation, what is the aim of this conversation? To remove the doubt. Which doubt? Because the mind or the brain is playing tricks on us. You could do this, you could do that, you could have been born to another family, yes, with a better condition, with a lesser condition. You could born in a different time, in a different era, and so this is impossible. Why? Because none of those parameters are not in our hands. None of them is in our hands. We are not responsible because we did not create this system which decide who will be born when and to which parent. Yes? Or influence. Yes, Felipe. So 99 years of Abraham is a preparation for the Unity 100. Excellent. Yes, Plotinus, yes, makes the analogy with a campfire. We are like sparks, and some are closer to the campfire and others are going to the dark and away. That's correct. It's a beautiful analogy. Yes, yes. And this is the interesting thing about Abraham, because Abraham is in the age of 99. And 99 is the distance between Shamayim and Aretz. Shamayim, heavens, 390. Yes. 1 second. 390. Aretz, 291. Aretz. Yes. And the distance between heaven and earth, yes, is 99. This is the age of 99 in which God is speaking to Abraham and says, when you want to move, in a way, this is the arch that connects heaven and earth, is 99. When you want to experience a new life, we have to go innocent. Plain page, without memories, without grudges, without bitterness, without calculation. He did to me, she did to me. Because even he and she did to me, if we think like this still, it is not because they did something private to us, because the action or the actions of certain individuals are also part of a bigger system that no one can calculate, nor one can predict. So the only sane thing is to go innocent, to go plain, because nobody has a clue. So in this way, we travel light, we go with truth, and we're happy. So it's a win-win game. Yes, like the shepherd and not like the hunter. Yes, the shepherd always go like with the air. Very good. Yes, Felipe. A question. It caught my attention. The text brings 90 years old and 9. Ben tish'im shana v'teisha. The most common from in English would be 99 years old. Is there a consideration there? Yes, ben tish'im shana. Yes. Ben tish'im shana, it is 90 years, but 90, if the English is not right here, the translation. Ben tish'im shana, he is 90 year. He is 90 year, 90, and the year come in singular. 90 is equal year in Hebrew, tish'im shana. 90 is coming with year. Shana here. Shana in singular. All the 90 years of Abraham are considered to be what? 1 year. Again, all the 90 years in English, so to speak, that the Bible says, Tish'im Shana, I move to Hebrew, Tish'im Shana, all the 90 units considered to be 1 year. Sun, yes, sun, 90s years. So all the unit, and this is the meaning of the Bible because the Bible works mathematically. How? All the 90 unit, like we do in, let's say, equation, equals 1. Yes? And then 9 years, V'teisha. Do you have the rest of the verse, V'teisha? And then we have the 9. Yes? So what is the age of Abraham? Is 1 plus 9. This is the unity. Again, the whole unit of 90 equals 1 year, Shana, and then 9. So how do we look, yes, into this? 1 plus 9 equal 10. There's a new completion. In 10, we have a new creation. Also, why is the separation of the 90 as a year and the 9? Tish'im, if we take Tish'im 90, and we divide it into two because God is always in the middle. Yes, here. We get 45. This is the value of Adam and Emet. Yes, 45. Yes, Adam. The value of Adam. Yes. God is always in the middle. It brings us again to Solomon trial. Yes. 2 hookers. Yes. Gave birth to 2 children. Yes. 9 plus Vav. Yes. Plus 9. And yes. Chai is alive. That's correct. 9 plus 9. Yes. And why God is in the middle? Yes. We learn from Solomon trial. 2 hookers are coming, yes, to the court of Solomon. Yes, yes. Both of them are hookers. Each one gave birth to a son. They were sleeping in one bed, 2 ladies with their 2 babies. But during the night, one person rolled on her baby and squashed it and he died. In the morning, she claimed that her friend baby who was alive is her, and her friend squashed and killed her baby. So she claimed motherhood on the living baby. Of course, the real mother knew that her son is alive, so they approached in front of Solomon for a trial, and they told him the story. And Solomon says, cut the baby into 2. Yes? And that each one will get 50% of the baby. Yes? It is fair. Mathematically, it's fair. Rationally, it's fair. 50-50. Yes? Like in business, let's cut the profits. Yes? Share the profits. But the real mother shouted, no, don't cut the baby into 2. Just let her have the whole baby. Why? Yes? In his words, he took the truth into the light, because the real mother wants her baby to live, and she doesn't mind that even another person will grow the child, only in one condition, that he will continue to live. So she will quit her honor as a mother or as a relationship person, but to keep the baby alive. Yes? And God is always in the middle. So this is the meaning of the Tish'im Shana, 90 year to Abraham, because Abraham is a correction. Again, Abraham is 20 generations, Kaf Keter, from Adam, and he's supposed to start, in a way, correcting those mistakes of Adam. Any further questions or thoughts that you have regarding being innocent? Thank you. So, in a relationship, wherever we go, innocent is it's a very good key, is a silver key for a good life. You know, what has happened has happened, but we don't go with grudges or with sense that somebody exploit us or bitterness, but with a full scape or full horizon of happiness. Yes, Fernando. If you could clarify, we have a kind of paradox because we are small and everything is a kind of set, but in the other hand, we need to clean up our mind and soul to be innocent. Yes, yes, because we are so small and everything is kind of set. Yes, because we're so small, so it's easier to wipe this experience of the day. Because yes, everything is set. And because we did not plan it, it is very good to reckon that the settings that each and every one of us has in her or his life, we did not create those sets of life, those systems. We just were born into them. Yes? So none of us created the set or the conditions. It is being given to us. We did not create those sets. Even if we went to university, even if we have several degrees, yes, we did not create those conditions. We are not, in a way, inhaling ourselves. We not causing our heart to beat. We just being, and in order to be, continue to be, we're just all the time cleaning, yes, cleaning the page that new things or new life can come. It's just to empty our cup that a new pour of light could enter or could fill in. Yes, yes, I posted a map in Nature channel that shows what a small part we are in the whole configuration of other animals, plant. Yes, we're just a minor, very, very minor part, insignificant part. According to some scientists, we are insignificant particles. We're just consciousness traveling on a piece of dust. But the brain tells us that we are owning this universe, we are owning this life, we are owning the body, we are owning the names and so the traditions and so the languages, but it is just very, very little part of the picture. The great or the grand plan is that we are insignificant parts. Yes, Pixies. The names and the dreams belong to the infinite flow, and when we try to possess them, it brings sadness because it makes us separate from the infinite excellent. Yes, this is even without considering other planets, galaxies, etc. Of course, yes, Pixidis, to make personal is to make separate excellent. To make things personal is to separate oneself from the infinite. And this is a great message for all of us today. So what did we learn today? There is impersonal life. And when we have or we go with the notion of impersonal life, we can experience happiness, great growth, a new experience or new modes or happiness all life long. And with this beautiful message, I would like to thank all of you who participate in this beautiful session and to wish all of us a very great week. Shalom, shalom. Toda, toda.